Welcome back to the show, everyone. Do you know how mild cognitive impairment might affect you or your loved ones? Here to tell us more, we have Mary Grace Carpenter from Fit Brain Club in Alzheimer's Orange County. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Bree.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show.
It's always wonderful to be here.
It's always wonderful to have you. I love your spring colors, your vibrancy.
Thank you. I love your bling.
Thank you.
It's so cheerful.
All right. Grace, you've got a meeting coming up.
Yes, we do.
Let's tell our viewers the details and what MCI is all about.
Okay, well, we're meeting again, as always, on the second Monday of the month. So we'll be in the PAC, the Performing Arts Center, Dining Room 2, right inside the glass doors, across from the ladies' restroom. Real easy to park and get in there. Okay. We'd like people to come early and sign in because from 9:45 to 10 a.m. Mark Hochberg plays music, song. We do stump the piano player and see if we can get something he doesn't know, because we're very big on music in the brain in the Fit Brain Club. We like to start with that. We start our meetings with the music in the brain.
What does music do for the brain? Can you give us just a quick recap? Because I know we've got a lot to cover, but I think that's such an important topic.
Yes, it is. Every time we're doing a new song, or even a song we know, because with people that we're working with cognitive impairment, we use a song they know. Then we develop new connections, neurons, and Dr. Ken Papar will talk about that. And even at end of life, especially my husband when he passed, we pick a favorite song, and his was Ave Maria. And so I was just singing Ave Maria, and he was able to mouth the words with me. So it's always a favorite song at end of life that I'll know, or I'll ask the family when I do music with people at end of life. And with veterans, it can be a patriotic song like God Bless America, and they're there with their hand over their heart. It all comes back.
Right.
And with us, it develops new neural pathways in the brain, which Kent is the expert on. He's done assessments on over 6,000 people in the village. My husband was one way back in the day. And his assessments are very valid and reliable, the two things they look for when they do assessments. And what he talks about, and the most wonderful thing, is that mild cognitive impairment doesn't mean Alzheimer's. When you walk out of his office, you don't think you have a death sentence. You find out that it is curable. Many people recover, and sometimes it's very slow in progressing, if it does progress to Alzheimer's. So it gives people hope, and that's so important, and that's what our club does. We start with the music in the brain for the meeting. We have a wonderful speaker like Ken Papard, and then this month, we welcome back Mary McFadden from Seniors Helping Seniors, and she's at the refreshment table, light refreshments. And I just got a call now from someone, a new person here, asking me about the meeting. And she said, what is the charge for these speakers? I said, no charge. They all donate their time, and there's no dues. There's no charge, so please come. Bring your loved one, or if you're a care person, even come alone. But, and this is new. After this particular meeting, I've asked Alzheimer's, and they've given us Deborah Morse. She's coming every meeting with a table with all of the Alzheimer's brochures, things that they're doing. They have wonderful studies going on and wonderful meetings for the caregivers. But this time, I asked that they would give us an extra hour where Deborah would just listen to some of the caregivers, usually the spouses, who are begging for time to just talk. And they don't get that at the meeting. At the meeting, they get a very wonderful, detailed presentation and a Q&A, but they don't get time to tell their story. And so for the first time, Deborah will be available to hear the stories of the caregivers who want to participate in that. So that is something that I've been hoping for, and buying extra time for extra hours at the PAC to get that happening.
Sure.
So the light refreshments, and after meeting time to talk about their concerns, and the care that goes on after that from the presenters we had, like we had Dr. Law last month or talking here. Well, his help group at Saddleback over Memorial Day weekend helped 3 of our members happen to go to the ER. And so that help group, the volunteers that he talked about that are available, if you go to the ER, they're volunteering, helping them with simple things like to be hydrated with water as soon as they're allowed to have water. And so all that kicked in. And it's just like a chain of support that goes on from each speaker we have each month.
That is fantastic.
And it's just...
You must be so honored to be able to
I
bring
am.
this information and
I
these
am.
wonderful
Every
speakers.
phone call I get, I just
Yes.
think, oh my God, we can help this person.
Yes.
They don't have to go it alone.
Now, Mary Grace, why would somebody feel like they needed to get tested for mild cognitive impairment?
It can be anything from simple things like directions. So many persons that we're working with, so many people, they'll lose their way.
Driving directions.
Driving directions. Yeah, walking directions. And that's one of the first signs. And then, especially then, of course, if they get into fender benders, anything like that. And so when you call a neurologist for an appointment, the first thing they say is that, yes, we'll give you an appointment, but we need you to know that as a result of this appointment, you might lose your driving license. And that's very scary when you hear that on that phone. So then the helper has to say, "That's okay, honey. We need to do this." But usually, unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The progression.
So sad. It's beyond sad. So if folks want to join you at your next meeting,
Yes.
how can they find you?
Oh, well, on the flyer, what do we have here? We have my email address. I'll tell you my phone number right now. People call me. Yeah. 310-780-0320. They call me, and I just tell them about the meeting, and they come, just like the one that just called me from Tucson, Arizona. She said, "We're here with snowbirds." I said, "Come."
Fantastic. Well, on that note, I wish you a very successful meeting.
Oh, thank you.
for joining us today.
Thank you, Bree.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. All right, folks, we'll be back after these messages. Stay with us.